Hi everyone, this is Lisa from Happytohook Creations, and this is our third video for crochet and classic movies. Today is Wednesday, the 30th of January 2019, and I have been getting a lot of comments and messages from people asking how we're doing because right now it is negative 30 degrees. And there's just all over the place. The weather is just ridiculously cold right now. So if you don't have to go out, don't go out. But we're safe and warm here. We haven't been outside at all. Don't plan on going out. There is no school for the next 2 days. So sorry. So, school was canceled for today, and it's canceled for tomorrow as well. And they're just going to play it by ear on Friday. But Friday is supposed to warm up. So, the weirdest thing is, before we get started, today, like I said, it's like negative 30 degrees outside. But by Saturday, it's supposed to be 43 outside. I find that a little strange. This weather's just weird. Ooh, but yeah, it's it's freezing outside. Oh my gosh. And there are some crazy temperatures out there. I had someone tell me they're in New York and it's like negative 45 right now. Wisconsin. I mean, everybody just across the country is getting hit by this this cold weather front, and it's just, yeah, stay inside. I had said in my last video, I'd already gone to Sam's Club and I've got plenty of stuff. The kids, since there's no school, all my kids are at work. Jack's probably napping on the couch, but they're in the guest room, my guest room upstairs. They're in there playing a video game. So they've actually been quite good today. I'm kind of shocked. But yeah, it's been kind of crazy. But yeah, we are all very fine and warm and safe. And thank you all so much for, even just sending me a message and asking about how we're doing. I really appreciate that. So you as well, stay safe, stay warm. And, if you crochet, knit, do any crafting, do it. We've already watched a couple of movies with the kids. That's why they're playing a video game now. Because I'm like, I really got to upload this video to let them know what I did with the next movie. And the item is already made. So... So let me tell you what happened. When I was doing, I think my last video with Amanda, when she had just popped in and to say hello, I showed you guys a small shawl that I had started with these beautiful vibrant colors. And I hadn't touched it until I decided what movie I wanted to make or wanted to do. So my movie today is Gone with the Wind. And I think everybody, if you don't like this movie, I don't know. But this is the front cover. It's one of the original posters. And if you see, there's lots of, there's purples and the blue. There's reds, greens from the trees here, yellow, orange, of course. I just loved this cover. I thought it was absolutely beautiful. And so when I saw it, I thought, I know I've seen those colors somewhere. It was just driving me, it was just driving me absolutely crazy. So I found it. I found where I had put it. And if you remember, this was the color. So now think about what I just showed you. Okay? You see all these colors? Look at this. How crazy is that? You've got just about every color that's on this poster in this yarn. I just thought that matched so well. I was so happy with it. So I took it out and used up all the yarn that was there. Here's what was left over. So you can get, I don't know if the lighting's, but you can see if I can unravel a little bit of it. I don't think that's going to show to adjust. There we go. So, look at all those colors. And it was just, I was like, wow. Especially that blue. When you see the blue in his shirt. You see the blue in his shirt. and then that blue. I was just like, wow. So let me see what I can do with it. So what I did was just finish where I left off. I'm going to back up a little bit here. And this is what I came up with. Oh, let me see if I can get it up. It's kind of... I was very, very happy with this one. I really, really like it. And, you know, like I said, all these colors are right here in this one. Look at that. It's just so cool. It's absolutely cool. So, yeah, so this one is done. I was so excited. And, you know, when you work up something, and when I found it, it was just, well, when you look at the, I'll show you the video. I'll link the video below, but it wasn't very big. And when I knew that those colors were going to match and they were going to look really great, I thought, oh, I have to finish this so I can show this off immediately. So, so that's what I did. I finished it today. And when I looked at this and I looked at the poster, I thought, man, and you know what? It's just so neat to see how crocheting and just a variegated yarn would work with, I mean, it would just like it was meant for that particular one. So I don't know. It was absolutely crazy. I totally love it. So let me show it to you again. I know it's kind of, let me get as far back as I can. So there's the end there. And there. And up here. All right. Yeah, I was very, very happy with it. And, excuse me. And, yeah, I already have the next movie picked out, and I'm searching for yarn. I know I've got several that I'm thinking about doing. I might just get some, like several skeins to put together to make something, but, that'll probably be uploaded tomorrow. This whole series is just so exciting for me. And of course, with the movie Gone with the Wind comes facts. So of course I've got my facts. And there are a ton for this movie. There are so many facts for this movie, it's ridiculous. So I just pulled out the ones that I thought were exceptional and very important to that, you know, just to make sure that they were actually known. Now, first and foremost, the book was written by Margaret Mitchell, and the film premiered in 1939. She didn't even want the book to be published or anything. She was hit by a car, and she was recovering, and her husband kept going to the library getting her books because she couldn't go anywhere, and finally, he just decided, you know, I'm not going to go get you any more books, just write your own, this is how the story goes, okay? She says that she just wrote the book because she was tired of reading the same type of books that he was bringing her. This was Margaret Mitchell's one and only novel. She never wrote anything else because she was an extremely private person. And when she made this book and it was sent out and published and then made into a film, she absolutely hated all the publicity that she was getting from this book. I mean, she hated it because, you know, her once private, secluded life was now like thrown into the limelight. Everyone knew who she was, and she couldn't get a moment's peace. So, yeah, and during her lifetime, this was the one and only book she ever wrote. Fact number 1. Number 2, it was not always going to be called Gone with the Wind. There were several titles, but the runner-up, other than Gone with the Wind, was Tomorrow's Another Day. So that's what it was going to be called had they not settled on Gone with the Wind. Fact number 3, this one just like, oh my gosh. Okay, so I think there was like 1,400 actresses that wanted to play Scarlett O'Hara, and it was down to 2, Vivian Leigh and Paulette Goddard. Paulette Goddard was the shoo-in for the part, till they found out that she was living with Charlie Chaplin, and they thought it was too controversial to have a woman play Scarlett O'Hara who was living with a man out of wedlock. And I find this interesting because at the time that this movie was being made, Vivian Lee was having an affair with Laurence Olivier. They weren't married. He was married at the time, and they were having a very public affair. They obviously didn't think that was bad because she ended up getting the part over Paulette because of that fact. I think that's crazy. Oh, who knew? Fact number 4, Hattie McDaniel was, of course, and I know everyone knows this, she was the first African American to ever be nominated for an Academy Award, and then the first one to ever win one. But throughout her, because she played so many maids, I mean, she was an actress, but she was an African American actress, and they were very, very limited roles for you to play, especially in the 30s, 40s, 50s, and even 60s. But at the time, she was getting paid $700 a week to play a maid. So when she was interviewed, she at one time during an interview, I don't know who it was, but she had said, you know, I would rather play or pay or get $700, get paid $700 a week to play a maid than make $7 a day to be a maid. So, I mean, it makes perfect sense, but I'm thinking about this in my head, and I'm like, wow, she only made $700 a week. 700. I mean, and I'm saying only those people made thousands of dollars. The other actresses, thousands of dollars a week, and Hattie was paid $700. But you know, she was just like, you know what? I'm making $700 to play a maid. If I was an actual maid, I'd only make $7. So if that's the only role you have for me, then I guess that's what I'm going to do. So to me, I just think that was absolutely just amazing. It was amazing. Number 5, this kind of ties in with fact number 5. The premiere of the movie was in Atlanta, Georgia. And when Clark Gable found out that there was a segregation law that prevented Hattie from going to the premiere, he didn't want to go either, because the two of them had become really good friends. I mean, he was just adamant about it. He had already told his publicist, he told his manager, I'm not going to do it. If Hattie can't go, I just don't think that's right. But Hattie is the one that convinced him this is too big of a project, too big of a movie for you to miss out. So Clark Gable went to the premiere, which I thought was pretty cool. All right, now we're up to fact number 6. Gone with the Wind was the longest film ever to win an Academy Award at almost 4 hours long. Whew. Glad they had intermission. Number 7. Ugh, this one's just gonna... Ladies, this one's just... Ooh. So Vivian Lee worked 125 days on Gone with the Wind. Clark Gable, 71 days. Vivian Lee was paid $25,000. Clark Gable, $120,000. Yeah. I'm just going to leave that one alone because this ties in with number 8, though. Clark Gable only took the role of Rhett Butler because he didn't like it. But he took it because they were going to pay him so much, and he wanted out of his marriage. He wanted to get a divorce, and they were going to give him enough money to get it. He got divorced, and that same year, 1939, when the movie premiered, he married Carol Lombard. And they stayed married until her death. She died in a plane crash. Number 9, which I thought was pretty cool, Gary Cooper was offered the role of Rhett Butler. He said, absolutely not. I think it's going to be the biggest flop in film history. He said, and I'm glad that Clark Gable is the one that's going to be involved. So apparently they didn't like each other. But yeah, they said they thought he would be perfect for the role. And when he read the script, he said, nope, not going to do it. It's going to be a flop. Boy, was he wrong. Oh my gosh, I thought that was crazy. Number 10, and a lot of people don't know this. Olivia de Havilland, who played Melanie Wilkes, is the only surviving member of Gone with the Wind. In July of this year, she's going to be 103 people. That's crazy. 103. I've got 2 bonuses. Okay, normally I only do like 5 to 10 facts, but these 2 bonuses are pretty cool. The bonus number 1, Vivian Lee absolutely hated kissing Clark Gable because he had false teeth and he smoked, so his breath smelled really, really bad. Yeah, hated it. She said she just dreaded every time there was a scene where she had to kiss him. Number 2, all the members, not all, but the main characters. So Clark Gable, Vivian Lee, Leslie Howard, who played Ashley, and Hattie McDaniel, all died before the age of 60. Clark Gable and Hattie McDowell were both 59. Vivian Lee was only 53. And Leslie Howard was 50. And Olivia de Havilland is going to be 103 in July. Whoa. Anyway, I thought that was pretty interesting. I hope you guys found that it was interesting as well. I hope you are enjoying this series. Thank you so much for the comments below about how much you do like this. And although I have a movie in mind, if you guys want me to get find out some fun facts about a movie that you really liked growing up, or you know, still like to watch now, a classic, let me know. Because I'll tell you what, I hadn't gone through all of my classic movies in quite a while, and I'd forgotten that I had some really, really great ones, like Gilda with Rita Hayworth. I love that movie. The Women. If anyone has seen The Women, make a comment below. I love that movie. And that actually has Paulette Goddard in it, Rosalind Russell, Joan Fontaine. Who else? There's some good. Norma Shearer, obviously, she's in that. Yeah, it's pretty fun. That's one that I watched with my girls. They enjoyed that one. But yeah, there's a bunch. I've got several Danny Kaye movies. And The Court Jester, I had to get that one out and watch it. And oh my gosh, I have never laughed so hard. I'm telling you, when he is getting ready to do the jousting, it is, oh my gosh, I can't, it's just hilarious. So anyway, guys, it's getting really dark and overcast, so I had to turn the other light on. So I hope you were able to see everything well. Please make your comments, like this. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. And hit the little bell so that you can get a notification every time I post a video. And like I said, I'm actually gathering up all my stuff together because there's some, my temperature blanket. I'd like to show that. There's an unboxing. So there will be another video. So you'll see me in the same shirt, if that's all right with you. And I'll get that one uploaded as well. So you guys have a wonderful night. Please, please, if you're anywhere where it's absolutely freezing, stay warm. And for all of you who are in a warmer climate, like some of my siblings, can you send that our way? We would really love to have some of that warm weather. I mean, really, it would be great. Anyway, thank you so much for watching video 3 series of crochet and classic movies. You guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you when I see you. Happy hooking, guys. Bye.